I'm on a quest to find music and art. Supporting local talent is the place I start. Yeah, this is our culture, the place to be. Games, books, arts, and crafts and jewelry. This the guardians of the geekery. 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 And now for today's episode of Guardians of the Geekery with your hosts, Matt, Carol, and Joey.
Okay, hey, welcome everybody to the Guardians of the Geekery. Oh my God, podcast celebrating the Geekery market. When is it? Oh my gosh, Saturday, November 9th, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Where is it at? By golly, it's at the beautiful, spacious, I'm talking 30,000 square feet of geeky goodness spacious. That is the Cabarrus Arena and Events Center. And oh my gosh, you ever been to our event before? Maybe last year was the same place, but years before that, really tough to find a parking space. Might have been fighting for a parking space. No worries here. Over 2,100 parking spaces. Oh my gosh. It may not seem like a big thing, but you know it is when you're trying to look for a parking space, especially if it's raining or whatever. But you don't have to worry about any of that stuff because it's an indoor event. It's fantastic. And hey, guess what we're doing? We're doing this all for what? The Second Harvest Food Bank. So please bring a non-perishable food item, and it'd be really, really great because it's a super cause that we're very excited about to once again be partnering with to help folks out there. But okay, enough about that. Very excited to have Casey Humphreys here from CraftHouse. Hey, how are you?
Welcome, Casey.
How are you guys? I'm good.
We're good.
Okay. Yes.
We're, for those of you not in the North Carolina area, it has been thundering around here, so we're all like, please don't lose power.
Please don't. Please, electricity, stay on, please.
But Casey has been a frequent flyer. You have been to, I think, almost all of the markets. At least the past 3, 4, or 5, right? So
yeah, it's about 4 or 5, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you came last year, hers was the booth right up front with the pop-up tent, and it was like walking through the Wonderland.
Well,
right next to the fudge, critical location, right?
Always a good place to be.
So tell us. Yeah, so for Casey, and also for those of you who are listening to the audio, you can see some amazing things piled up behind Casey. But tell us a little bit about Casey, about what you do with the CraftHouse and what kind of stuff you typically bring to the market.
I bring a lot of themed things. That's just, and I try to put like some personalization on it. I do a lot of the advent calendars. I did a lot of boxes in the beginning. I've, kind of like, I'm always trying to find new things. And I've started a few new things. One works great. The other one is definitely going to be too time consuming. And I'll explain that in a minute if you'd like. But
yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. I tried to start making some photo journals.
Yeah.
And it's so time consuming. Like here's one, but it's just so time consuming that it's not worth the
Holy moly.
It's not worth it, even though they're great. You know what I mean? So, but people could put their photos in here and
capture them going and going.
So yeah, it unfolds and unfolds and unfolds and unfolds on itself. But so that one,
sure that would be time consuming.
It is very time consuming. But these were born from a different idea that I had. So I did a lot of writing in old journals, but I would make pictures with it. And use the old paper And that's born into these where I made mini ones for people to do their own. So you have fabric covers, textured, and then they can do whatever they'd like in their page.
Yeah, I saw a picture of those on your Facebook page, and they are really, really fantastic.
They're cute, they're gorgeous, they're a lot of fun, just very pretty. And some of them are themed. I've got this one is Hufflepuff, of course, my house.
Mine as well.
And then we got, Luna.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
I think
like that.
the hardest challenge with beautiful journals is like that is I'm always afraid I'm going to write something stupid. And
yeah, I have many a blank book, and
yeah.
they're blank because I'm afraid to write the first thing into them.
But I've tried to get over that, because then it gives me a reason to buy more beautiful journals. So,
right. And I did another one. These are for my children when I'm gone, of course. But like this one is basically my history.
So that is cool.
My time, that's 1976. This is 78-ish. It showed my childhood friends, things like that. So people can do so many different things with them. It's just a lot of fun, and it makes it kind of look older,
So is that a journal? Did you make that journal? I mean, I know you did the inside of it, but did you make the actual journal itself, or is that a journal you picked up and just?
On this one, I did not make this one. The others I have.
Yeah. So that old timey paper is actually really cool, and I noticed a lot of your illustrations were on that kind of parchment type.
My favorite paper right now. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And then you've made some different like driftwoody type houses and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. And I have, this is one I forgot to bring last year, which disappointed me, but does someone look familiar?
Yes.
That's so cool.
And, he lights up, and you could see, I called it the Bow Trickle Nursery.
Uh-huh.
And there's little eggs with little bow truckles in it.
wow.
That is so cute. I love that.
Yeah, I like him.
And then the advent calendars, you did like a Friends themed advent calendar with the colors and the.
That one is behind me. This one is a 24 one, and this one's mine for.
Oh my gosh.
But I did bring another one of these last year, and it sold pretty quick.
Yeah, those are amazing. So cool. It's for our audio listeners, it's like a little, almost like a tea caddy or something, where you have individual drawers as opposed to just the sleeves. So even the piece itself becomes a decoration to put out, and then all the little items inside, and they're all carefully numbered and everything like that. And the one she's showing us is actually like the brick wall at the platform 3 3.25. Yeah. So
yeah.
I just wish you had something larger.
It's very big. But it's reusable, so it's not like it's a one and done advent calendar. This is something you can redo.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's really. This one, it's not 24, so I call these countdown calendars. So it's just 12 boxes, and count down to Christmas that way. Or any holiday you want. Or it
somebody's birthday, or it's all the things, right?
I use them for like my little tea flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
One on my counter that I use for my tea flavors. But I was actually making this last year when Matthew Perry passed away.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I know. I was like right in the middle of it. Broke my heart. Yeah.
That has a lot of love behind that one. That one looks beautiful. Do you do commissions, Cassie? Or
I do some, but this isn't a business for me. I don't have a business. This is just me things.
This is just taking you taking the art where you want to take it.
Yeah, this is just me doing things.
That's amazing.
And you can ask my family. I never stop. I'm always doing things.
Yes.
Always.
Now we have pictures of these on our website on your Spotlight article, and also some of the TikTok videos that I've made. And I love these driftwood houses. I do the
too.
Organic. I always talk about how wood just has a feel to it. It just has an aura because of the life and the, and it's just so amazing. So.
And I travel to Oregon every year, and this driftwood is from Oregon.
I will. Now, do you drive there or do you fly? Because I want to know how you explain to TSA.
I fly, but I pack I bring a empty bag, a duffel, and then that's my carry-on when I go back home.
It's just a bunch of wood.
It's a bunch of driftwood. It's not that's amazing. That's amazing. That is so cool.
So what was the first project you got started with? When did you want to sit down and go, well, yeah, I want to just make this?
Years ago, I met a little boy, and he was turning 11, and he was a huge Harry Potter fan. So I had this little dome box, which I don't have anymore because they've sold out of them at Hobby Lobby to create them. But it's like a trunk box. So I made it Gryffindor. I painted his name on it, and then I filled all these little potion jars with candy that he liked. And that was that was 11-year-old birthday gift.
That's perfect, and that's the perfect age, right? For the lore. So
yeah, and that's kind of how that part started. Before that, I mean, I went to college for art in California. It kind of died when we moved out here because there wasn't a lot of it in the 90s in this area. But I'm always doing something.
And you're doing wonderful, wonderful things because it's amazing. Some of the art you have is amazing.
I bet your family says, uh-oh, mom's thinking again. I can see the wheels turning.
Yeah, they do. They know. If I go silent for a while, it's on.
Yeah. Carol was we were traveling this weekend, and Carol said, yep, Joey always has to be organizing something. She's just got to have it in the back of her head. She's got to have something to organize. But it's true. It's kind of like that's my ADHD skill set. It's like because my mind goes 27 different places, I can do that. And I can see how you incorporate that where it's like, okay, here's some random fabric, random paper, some different pieces of leather, and you just amalgamate this together. And I just always love walking through your booth. I never get to spend the money that I would like to spend because somebody always pulls me in the opposite direction at my own shows.
So busy, I cannot even imagine. But someone gave me it's not like this, but I took her idea and kind of ran with it. So now, can you see that? I got to add a few things to it. But
it's Luna's face. Yeah.
It's buttons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this one is Puff.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I'm kind of working on that idea right now.
What I love the most is it's so unique. Like you're never gonna exactly make that again.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
No, you won't. It's different. Like there's a key, there's an owl. Just I got to throw a couple things in there, but it's a beginning.
That's really cool.
If you're just listening audio version of this podcast, do yourself a favor when you get somewhere where you can watch safely. Watch the YouTube channel just so you can see this beautiful stuff that is so unique. I mean, you're not gonna. If you don't pick it up, you're not going to get it again.
Yeah.
These are one of a kind items. So.
You can't get this up at an Amazon Prime Day, folks. This is not good. I should have bought it when I saw it. Perfect.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's part of why we say, part of our customer service is the fact that we try to give some activities and some tables and some food for people to sit down, because if you don't buy it, that Geekery market, first of all, it's 364 days to the next one. It may
Yeah.
not be the same people coming, and
No.
they may not make the same stuff. So,
Mhm.
you know, the only type of artisan at our event that you're most likely be able to get it the next year would be our authors, and those rotate. So
Yeah.
get it while you can, because it
Yeah.
may not be there the next time.
That's
And
very
and
true.
it's just constantly evolving. So
Mhm.
I've been upstaged by a cat.
Cassie, I just feel like we've got a sneak peek of Santa's workshop there behind you.
He's not.
I'm just
Absolutely.
imagining your mind looking at everything like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. That's just so cool.
I have thoughts everywhere. There's thoughts everywhere.
Love it. Absolutely love
A
it.
workshop of magical wonders.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Mr. Megorium's Emporium, right? So I know you get your wood and you fly it across the plate, but where do you get some of your other stuff? Is it found objects? Is it thrift sales, Goodwill? Is it wandering around Michael's? Like,
It's yes to all of those. I don't really go to Michael's. It's in a different town, but I go to Hobby Lobby, but thrift stores, Goodwill, found objects. My sister, for one of my birthdays one year, she just put all of her junk that she wanted to throw away in a box and sent it to me as my birthday. And it was like a gold mine. I loved it. And it's so weird, but I could see something. I was like, I know what I could use that for. I need that. Don't throw that away. You know what I mean? It's this. I'll be right back. This is, someone was going to toss this, and it was Hello Kitty when I got it. It's no longer Hello Kitty, but it's a locker. So this might end up coming with me. Not sure yet what it will be.
that's cool.
That's
Kind of
cool.
a shape, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got a certain look to it that would be good for that time of year.
Exactly. So, just I mean, I'm always tinkering with something. Hi, Kitty.
She's licking my nose. She's mad that I went away for a weekend and that I've been working all week, so she's been in my face all day. I apologize.
I love kitties.
Meanwhile, my dog is sacked out on the couch next to us. She was
Mine's
like,
down here.
yeah, we call Angel the Velcro puppy because she always has to be next to one of us. So,
Exactly.
but it's all good. She heard her name. Now she's stirring.
And now she's like, whoa, wait a minute. What?
So,
Do you say food?
so Casey, if people wanted to go and look at some of your stuff, obviously, you know, they need to snatch it while they can, but
Definitely.
because I have a feeling that each one is a one of a kind kind of thing, other than like the journals being journals, but each journal looks different. So yeah. Where would you suggest they go? Which of your sites would be the best representation of what you've got going on?
I hate admitting this, but I don't keep up my one site at all. And I don't want to say that's a failure on my part, but it's not. I don't have a business, so I don't think about it, if that makes sense. And the best way is to contact me through email. But I'm going to make an effort to update my site. That is the ones you guys have.
Yeah.
Listed.
Well, okay. And so, yes, so definitely go to the geekerymarket.com and under the artisan list, look for the CraftHouse. Make sure you look for the word the, because it is in alphabetical order. But you can see some of the pictures of the stuff that we looked at today, but also it'll give you a link over to Casey's site so you can see what else you might have. But remember, just because you see it doesn't mean she'll be able to bring it. She might have sold it by then. So
So you got to come to the market. You got to come to the market and you got to shop.
Yeah.
God, you guys come to the market. It's so fun. It is
Yeah.
so much
So and definitely this past year, that space is so much more room, right? So
yeah, we weren't crowded at all. We had room to breathe. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yeah. But yes, come to the market and come hang out. Casey's will be one of the first ones you see because she puts on an amazing display. So we always like to have her right up front. But like I said, she'll have a pop-up tent and you kind of walk through the fairyland or the woodlands for it and be able to take a look at it. So
through the magic, babies.
That's right.
So any words of wisdom you would give to anybody who's looking to come to the market for the first time? Anything you would suggest other than stopping by your booth first, of course, and then coming back a second time and buying all the things you weren't sure about because it won't be there the next time?
Oh, yeah. I had one guy walk up to me and say, I need to pay for this. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he took it out of the woman's hand before she paid. I thought that was very,
God.
I had no idea he was even doing that. But I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what did she do? Did she know him?
I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. But absolutely, I suggest to everybody walk all the way around first. I mean, soak it in and then make your decision. I mean, because if you stop somewhere and if you have a set amount and then you continue on, you don't have any more money left, you're going to be sad, you know?
Yeah.
Darn it. Walk around, enjoy the experience, drop your inhibitions, wear a costume, be in the moment.
Fun.
Yeah.
Be in the moment.
Yeah. And and definitely wear sensible shoes, as Matt points out.
Oh yes, definitely.
Wear the cosplay but comfy shoes, or put the insoles in there. Because sometimes I forget to tell people that because I have the scooter. So, and Matt's like, I'm the one walking beside you, and my feet hurt.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Casey, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today and showing us a little bit of your items. And I'm so excited to see as these things continue to progress. I may have to take advantage of the 9:30 to 10 o'clock slot to sneak in there before everybody else and see what's going on. Hopefully
people don't grab things out of your hands.
Yeah. I'll be like, no, those are mine. Give it back. But yes, if you're truly looking for something unique that you will not find anywhere else, one of your stops at the market has to be Casey's booth. That's just
absolutely
all there is. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, for sure.
All right. And if you have a lot of junk that you want to get rid of that you think somebody else could make wonderful things, bring it to Casey.
Absolutely. I love junk.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might have to go through and see what I got. But yeah, I think that's great. And reuse. Have you seen the reuse place that just opened? There's we'll get into that later, but there's a place in Charlotte where you can actually bring like your craft stuff that you're not using.
Yeah,
so people can go in and walk through like extra tiles and different like leftovers from projects that you can go in and redo. So that would be a dangerous place for you, but I'd love to see what you do.
That would.
All right. Well, I'll keep talking to you, but thank you again. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. That was an episode of Guardians of the Geekery. Thank you for listening. Check us out at guardiansofthegeekery.com and stay tuned for more content.